Welcome back, everybody, to the bonus episode of the Girl Let's Be Honest podcast. Man, oh man, Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve. I got all done up to sit here and record this episode and watch Stranger Things. That is my New Year's Eve plans. We're actually just going to go snowboarding in the morning, so I didn't want to stay up too late. It's been a very short week at work. I have loved that. This bonus episode is going to be a little bit of my hot takes on relationships. So if you are in a relationship that you can't stand, or you feel like it's toxic, or you feel like in a hostage situation, or maybe just like it's not right for you, maybe this will help you. You guys, I'm not even kidding you. I just came down here and set up this whole episode to record, and my chihuahua, who I have to put a surgical onesie on at night so she doesn't go potty on the floor, just started going potty on the bed. And then I had to put her outside. But I'm just like, what the fuck, Lulu? Middle of the night, like it's 5:48 right now, and you're gonna just go potty on the bed. Like she's never gone potty on the bed before. Ugh. Anyway, okay, let's get into the episode. I wrote down some hot takes. So the first one is love shouldn't hurt this much. And if it does, it's probably not love. Oof. Yes. Love should feel peaceful, you guys. It should not be this constant anxiety-filled, stressful thing. Yes, you're going to have arguments. And yes, there will be conflict, but it's like a great opportunity to figure out how you argue with somebody and how you fight. And then you kind of learn those ways. And then when that does happen, you're able to move through it. If you are constantly fighting, fearful, it's painful, it just physically hurts you, it's not love. There's a difference between like missing somebody and like feeling hurt from that person. And like it's like not too late to choose yourself and to leave and to move on. If you feel like this person is like this relationship is constantly harming you, you need to run. You need to run. See, I mean, that one really just like rings a bell for me for a couple of my domestic violence relationships. That was not love. That was like full control. They just wanted to control me, control the relationship, control everything. And it was just very painful. The next one is chemistry without emotional safety is just trauma bonding. Yikes. So, like you get into a relationship, you feel those sparks, you get the fanny flutters, you get all of the butterflies and all of that. That is chemistry. That's the good part of a relationship. You should feel that. That is very important. But if you're not able to have some kind of safety, some emotional safety within that relationship, and it is just toxic behavior, like if the behavior is causing you so much stress and anxiety, that do not get that confused for butterflies. That is not butterflies. You are trauma bonding to this person. If they are choosing to captivate you, they're choosing to bond to you in a very toxic manner, run. It should feel very safe. You should feel very supported. It should feel fun. It shouldn't be so like emotional roller coaster. It should have a safety net. And so if you don't have that, it's a trauma bond. That's actually really hard to get away from. So just be careful. Okay. If someone wanted to change, they would without you begging. If someone wanted to change, they would without you begging. Please take a second. Let that sink in. I know that's really hard. There's a difference between somebody doing something and it causing you harm and you expressing that it caused you harm and them choosing not to do that anymore, to make changes. If somebody is, let's say your boyfriend is cheating on you and he gets caught and there's not like a ton of remorse, or even if there is remorse, and you're like begging him to change, to stay with you, to make it work, girly, absolutely not. I can understand coming from somebody who used to cheat on my boyfriends early on in my life, like as a very, very young adult. People can change, but it's their decision. I didn't stop cheating until I realized, oof, that does not make me feel good. I do not like the way that makes me feel. I think maybe I'm getting caught up on like the whole cheating thing. Any behavior that causes you harm and you have to beg the other person not to treat you that way and they still don't do that, you got to go. You shouldn't have to ask for that. If your loved one is causing you harm, and they should want to change that behavior so that it doesn't harm you anymore. Okay, closure is a myth. Healing happens when you stop asking questions. You need to heal. You don't need answers. Nothing they have to say is going to make you feel better. It's just going to confuse you more. You think, like, you get this rush of anxiety when anything like a big breakup happens. And it is very important that you take yourself through that moment without them. No contact is the best thing you can do. Every time you reach out to try to get closure, it's like scratching a healing cut on your arm. It's like ripping the stitches out. You're going to have to stitch it back up again. Closure is a myth. We do not need that. What we need is time to ourselves, reflection, time away from that person. The less you see, the less you talk, the less you communicate. Like, you should not be communicating with this person at all. I know your mind starts running wild. All the different scenarios that are going through your head, all of the different things. Just try to find some comfort in the fact that if it's ending, it's not for you, and it's making room for something that is. You are opening yourself up to find somebody who is going to love you the right way, who is going to understand you in the right way, is going to speak your language, is going to, love you within your love languages. It's going to be the right person for you. Please do not be desperate to find that person. They will come. The universe always has a way. This is coming from personal experience. I promise. I promise. I have the street cred to back me up. You don't need the closure. You need the distance. That's very important. Okay, being too much is only a problem for people who do the bare minimum. Let's hear that one again. Being too much is only a problem for people who do the bare minimum. Seriously, girls, listen to this. Your personality, your true self, your authentic self, it will never be too much for somebody who truly and genuinely wants to be with you, wants to get to know you, and can handle you. If you are finding people who think that you are too much, they are not the one for you. When you fall in love with the person that you're meant to be with, they will go above and beyond for you. I promise. Men or women who choose to do the bare minimum because they're really just not that into you. That's the thing. They're probably using you to pass time. They're using you to probably just get laid. Let's be honest. They're not really interested in a relationship. The right person for you will be available to you. in all the ways. None of this, I'm not ready. If they say they're not ready, they're just not ready for you. And you are never too much. I'm not saying like you can be super out of control and toxic and very like crazy, and that's okay. And someone should just have to deal with that. You need to heal and you need to be the best version of yourself. And that will never be too much for somebody. Loyalty without respect is self betrayal. You need to put yourself first. You can't be loyal, blindly loyal to friends, to family, to partners without having respect and boundaries for yourself. This is going to be 2026, you guys. We are going into a new era. We're over halfway through the decade. Let me just say, if you do not prioritize yourself and your boundaries and your peace and your health above other people, we are not those types of bitches anymore, okay? We're not fucking waiting hand and foot on our men, okay? We are taking care of ourselves. I'm not talking with our children or anything like that. I'm talking relationships, friendships, families, boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, whatever. You are betraying yourself if you do not have respect in your relationships for yourself. Okay? Okay. And let's end it on a high note. Missing them does not mean you should go back. Okay? Do not. It's okay to miss somebody and not put yourself through that crazy fucking cycle again. Stay away from them. Keep them blocked. Do not unblock them. Do not text them Merry Christmas. Do not text them on their birthday. Do not go back. You need to move forward. I know you think that they are the love of your life, but they are not. You guys would not have broken up if they were the one for you. There's literally like a magnetic hold that would keep you together. That is called the universe. Okay? You can miss them, but that does not mean you need to go back. Do not do it. Do not. You need to make your mother proud. Yeah. Unless you have a really strained relationship like me and my mom. Do you hear what I'm saying? You do not need to go back. They weren't even like all that great anyway, I can guarantee it. And don't get digmatized. If you think you need to go back because the sex was fire, forget about it. Get yourself a vibrator. Do not do it to yourself. I'm sure it wasn't that good. There's like a way about some people where if you aren't having great sex all the time, like let's say you like it's a hit and miss, it's a hit and miss, it's a hit and miss, and you find one that's actually good, but they're a piece of shit, you just need to count your losses. Just go the other way. Find yourself a good vibrator. These men, no. No, no, no. Don't do it. Okay, well, thanks for ringing in the new year with me. I am having so much fun. I have had some people that I've either like worked with or went to school with or, whatever I know in my real life, and they have personally reached out to me to congratulate me and tell me how much they love the podcast and they love tuning in and they're just obsessed. And that just made me feel so good. And then I had somebody say, like, it is so great just watching you like rise from the flames like a phoenix. And I was like, oh, that is so sweet because that's kind of like how I feel. To think back, I know that like a lot of people knew I was a drug addict, but to hear like all of these crazy stories, and yes, I will be making an episode for my addiction, but I'm not there yet. I don't want to really talk about that just yet. That's going to be like a very long emotional episode. So I'm not ready for that. It's been a hard holiday season. But everybody reaching out to me, thank you so much. It is so kind. I'm going to have a guest on our main episode for Saturday. I hope you guys are excited. I am too. It's going to be crazy. So thanks for tuning in, and you have the best New Year's ever. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.